Alrighty, that brings us to the last game of the night here, Bills at Chiefs, and I have to apologize to the Bills, and because of that, we have no time to waste until tomorrow to move this team into the top 3. We will move them right where the Rams are at number 3. So Bills are the new number 3 team. And the Rams will have to move down to number 6 just for the time being. They'll move up tomorrow, I'm sure. But we got to move the Bills to number 3. Very well done. We didn't think this was going to happen, but hey, this Bills team is the real deal. So we apologize to the Bills. Unfortunately, we do have to resign from the show as well. So if you want to host Takes by Fans, hit me up. I'm hosting open auditions. I got to get out of here. I thought the Bills were, we've been tracking it. We've been seeing them not close out the door, but they closed out the door on this Chiefs team. The defense ate up the Chiefs, and Josh Allen played pretty solid. He got it done when he needed to. So I apologize to the Bills and the Chiefs, man. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is Russell Wilson. We've seen the comparisons. Great first couple of years, touchdown or Super Bowl win, Super Bowl appearance as well. And Russell Wilson hasn't been back for 6 years. Patrick Mahomes is following down that same path, and it's getting more evident every single week. But shout out to the Bills. Let's start with them since they got the win. I mean, let's go over their first couple of drives here in the first half. They score a touchdown on the first drive, making it 7-3. But then this is kind of where we thought, hey, I was kind of smiling a little bit. I'm not going to lie when I was watching this game. And the Chiefs fumble the ball. And that's another thing, the Chiefs turnovers. We didn't see it last week, really, but now it's making it its appearance. So once again, these Chiefs, these turnovers are getting way too many. They're having like 2-4 a game. It's out of whack here. They got to get back to disciplined Chiefs football. And until they do that, they can't be taken seriously. But I was kind of smirking. The Chiefs fumbled the ball. The Bills went 3 and out after that turnover, not cashing in, not closing out the door, which we've been saying over the last 3 weeks out here. And then the Chiefs go down and score a touchdown, making it 10-7. And I was smirking. I was like, hey, this is exactly everything I talked about was coming to fruition right here, and I'm going to be right. And then Josh Allen had something to say about that, because on the next drive, they go down and score a touchdown, make it 14-10. They score a field goal, making it 17-10. They score another touchdown, and this was the one that I knew the Bills were the real deal. A minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. They go down and make it a 24-10 game. Absolutely fantastic. Then coming out of halftime here for the Bills, a 3 and out, a 4 and out, not great. But then Patrick Mahomes throws a pick six. That defense being great. Josh Allen not being able to really move the ball in the third quarter. But then in the fourth quarter, when it's 31-20, closing the door on their opponent right there, fantastic, making it 38-20. So you got to give credit to Josh Allen getting it done at the right times when they needed to, and we know this Bills defense is absolutely the real deal. So we apologize to Bills Mafia, we apologize to the Bills, and we just moved you up to number 3. And that doesn't say that we can't move you up to number 2 or number 1 come tomorrow, but we have to get that to at least number 3 right now. It needs to be made right in the world. So let's talk about some numbers and some stats here. So Josh Allen goes 15 of 26. So once again, not great completion percentage, but was able to get it done. It's 57% completion percentage, but for 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He didn't lose any fumbles as well, and he ices the game with his legs, utilizing his legs. He was like, oh, Patrick Mahomes is a dual threat? Okay, well, let me do my best impression. And he definitely did. 11 rushes for 59 yards and a touchdown, picks up kind of the game-sealing first down and all that. So very well done to Josh Allen out there. Got to get the completion percentage up a little bit more, but overall, I mean, the man is getting it done here, and this Bills team, offensively, defensively, is just truly getting it done. So 100% credit here for Josh Allen, 100%. All right, Zach Moss, 11 rushes for 37 yards. Devin Singletary, 6 carries for 25 yards. Nothing great by the running game, but Josh Allen said, hey, I can sling this ball around all game long, no worries. And who was Josh Allen throwing to? Leading receiver here, Dawson Knox, the tight end. Man, 3 receptions for 117 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 2 receptions, 69 yards. Zach Moss, 3 receptions, 55 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, 3 receptions, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gabriel Davis, 16 yards for a catch. So, man, truly splitting, slinging the ball around, going to his tight ends and his running backs, but also utilizing Stephon Diggs and Emmanuel Sanders. So, got to give a lot of credit there to Josh Allen. Tons of credit. And now with this Chiefs team, I mean, way too many turnovers, like 4 turnovers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes fumble. Brian Pringle fumble. So Patrick Mahomes, for the first, 3-4 seasons, years of his career, he's making the big plays, he's, being a little unorthodox in his passing, but it's getting it done, and we can overlook the turnovers and the bad passes. But now all the ghosts are catching up to him because, like we say, it's hard to be good in this league for more than kind of a 3 to 4 year stretch. And now we're getting Patrick Mahomes into that kind of year 4, going in like year 5-ish up there, and we're starting to see him kind of get figured out, get exposed a little bit. Same thing with Russell Wilson. Their careers are identical up until this point, and they're still identical right now. So it's just not a great look here for Patrick Mahomes. He's still a great talent. Nobody's saying that, but the kind of Smurfy play out there, it's catching up to him. They just got blown out here by the Bills. Nothing great. So they got to get it figured out. They got to go back to basics, and they have to take control. They're 2-3. When was the last time this Chiefs was 2-3? I mean, this is not any characteristic that we've seen from Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's Chiefs. But Patrick Mahomes goes 33 of 54 for 61% completion percentage, 272 yards, a little bit of a dink and dunk out there, never able to really get it down the field. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. First interception came, and he also had a fumble. What fumble was this? This is the not his, but here we go. First turnover here by Patrick Mahomes is an interception here, and it's a pick 6 in the third quarter, and then he throws another interception. Luckily for the Chiefs, the Bills don't score that offensively, and then the fumble comes in the fourth quarter. Game was kind of over here at this point. It was just kind of a last-ditch effort. They're down 18. That's 3 scores with about 5 minutes left in the game, trying to maybe live up to, leave some hope up there of, hey, we get a touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, we win the game. Just kind of that thinking, but he fumbles the ball as well. So 2 big crucial interceptions in the second half. The door was kind of left open a little bit. They didn't take that opportunity. So unfortunate there. All right, so Patrick Mahomes, not the greatest game. He was the leading rusher as well. 8 carries for Patrick Mahomes, 61 yards. Darrell Williams, 5 carries for 27 yards. Tyreek Hill, 1 carry for 15 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 7 carries for 13 yards, never getting it going. Bills' run defense was shutting everything down. And then who was Patrick Mahomes throwing to? Well, we get Mecole Hardman, 9 catches for 76 yards, leading receiver. Tyreek Hill, 7 catches for 63 yards. Travis Kelce, 6 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. And then Darrell Williams, 3 catches for 18 yards. Josh Gordon got 1 catch for 11 yards. Love seeing him in the mix, but, not there yet. That kind of, being like the number 1 or number 2 or even number 3 catcher out here. So expect him to kind of get acclimated as the season progresses, and something's got to give because this Chiefs team is on a 3-game losing streak here, and they just lost to the Bills at home. So a lot of credit to this Bills team. Absolutely fantastic. And we know they can keep it up. We just have to see Josh Allen be a little bit more accurate with the ball. That's it. That's really the last thing we have to see about this Bills team. But we're still going to bet on this team. We're still going to buy into this team. Shout out to the Bills for truly being contenders in this league and not frauds. Fantastic.